Good evening. So great to have you here. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. We do thank you for joining us here on the ABC10 streaming app. We want to start with some developing news. Today, the DA prosecuting the case against actor and director Timothy Busfield is speaking out.
Yeah, Busfield is being held behind bars on child sexual abuse charges. And now he's also facing accusations of abuse in Sacramento. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has the latest.
Less than 24 hours after Timothy Busfield's first court appearance on charges of alleged criminal sexual contact of a minor and child abuse, today the district attorney in Albuquerque, New Mexico, giving new details.
Under New Mexico law, each count of criminal sexual contact carries up to 6 years of incarceration, and child abuse carries up to 3 years.
The charges stem from alleged sexual abuse of a child he directed on the set of the TV series The Cleaning Lady.
The district attorney's office in Albuquerque takes very seriously these type of charges, just like we do all the cases.
The 68-year-old actor ordered held without bail. Prosecutors argue he poses a serious danger to children with a sustained pattern of predatory conduct. In a motion filed by prosecutors earlier this week, a parent contacted law enforcement alleging Busfield assaulted his 16-year-old daughter decades ago during an audition for his theater company in Sacramento. According to court documents, the father claiming Busfield kissed her and put his hands down her pants, and later begged the family to not report to law enforcement if he received therapy.
This matter is very much still under investigation.
Busfield denying all of the allegations against him in this video obtained by TMZ.
I'm going to confront these lies. They're horrible. They're all lies. And I did not do anything to those little boys.
The Emmy Award-winning actor is known for his TV roles on 30-something and The West Wing.
Has there been any discussion of the 25th Amendment?
No.
His wife is actress Melissa Gilbert. Her publicist saying in a statement, Melissa stands with and supports her husband. Busfield has not yet entered a plea and is due back in court later this month. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Jacqueline, thank you. The B Street Theater confirms they are aware of the new report involving the theater approximately 25 years ago.
In a statement, they say in part, quote, B Street Theater retained legal counsel at the time to conduct an internal investigation, and Mr. Busfield has not had any role in the organization since 2001. He is not involved in our current operations, staff, leadership, or programming. Although he is listed as an emeritus board member, he has not participated in theater governance or attended a board meeting since that time. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you updates on air and on our ABC10 app. After more than 70 years, a piece of Lodi history will soon be gone. The city of Lodi giving the green light to demolish the historic Sunset Theater building in an effort to build housing for seniors.
ABC10's Gabriel Porras went to the theater and spoke to residents who are reacting to the loss of local history.
A 75-year-old building that once showed Hollywood's hits.
I saw Indiana Jones here.
That so many had hoped would have its own happy ending.
It would be a nice thing to restore it.
Now faces a final act.
Passes 5-0.
And it was almost like a movie. After almost 2 hours Wednesday evening, Lodi's Site Plan and Architectural Review Committee voted to approve a 44-unit senior housing project. That means tearing down an existing residential complex and the historic Sunset Theater.
It's going to be like a missing piece from the history of Lodi.
And a missing scene in Gabriel Salcido's childhood.
I was 9 years old when I went. It was nice. It was interesting because the way it was designed in there and kind of dark.
It was built in 1950 by San Francisco architect Albert H. Larson. It was one of 3 theaters. This was the last one standing. I saw Batman here with Michael Keaton. We waited in the line and there was fanfare out on the street. You know, they just don't do that sort of thing anymore. And then also, too, a personal memory that's close to my heart. My dad wasn't a big moviegoer. The last movie he ever went to a movie theater to see was Dances with Wolves, and we saw it here.
For almost 30 years, Ralph Clark has seen the theater go vacant, promises to refurbish it, and now plans to demolish.
I'm dejected, as with probably most people who have memories of the theater.
A classic to many.
I've always passed by this place. I've always wondered what it was.
But to some, the theater was background scenery.
It's like a cool historic thing, I guess, but I don't know. I don't care enough for it. Honestly, if they were to tear it down, I don't think I would care.
With the credits rolling, Ralph hopes the city can at least learn a lesson.
If Lodi's serious about redevelopment and reinvigoration, then, and they think this is a project that's going to do it, I think we can do a lot better.
So far, there is no demolition date for the theater. The city of Lodi is now working on a historic preservation ordinance.
The weekend farmers market in Oak Park will be shutting down this summer. Here are the details and what we're learning right now. The Food Literacy Center has been operating the market since 2023, but they say low turnout and loss of participating farmers forced the closure. Before taking it over, the market had already been paused in 2022 and it was revived with a $500,000 state grant. The center is shifting its focus to expand its elementary school cooking and nutrition programs. Now to a health warning across Northern California. Experts say foraging of wild mushrooms in the Bay Area could lead to fungi poisoning, leading to serious health problems or even death.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, several cases have already been reported. Since November, the California Poison Control System has tracked 35 cases, a massive spike from the typical 5 annually. Doctors say the mushroom poisoning cases include Alameda, Marin, San Mateo, and Sonoma County, as well as in Monterey and San Luis Obispo County. The outbreak has killed 3 people and 3 others were forced to undergo liver transplants. These fungi contain toxins that cannot be removed by cooking or freezing. Officials warn symptoms might not appear for 12 or even 24 hours.
Because of the rainy weather and the wet winter season that we've had here in California, there have been a lot of poisonous mushrooms that are growing. This is probably the largest outbreak in California history.
And they also advise people to avoid foraging entirely and only consume mushrooms from reputable retailers. Now, again, the California State Department of Health says recent rain contributed to widespread growth of these death cap mushrooms, as they're called.
Foraging gained popularity during the pandemic, as you may remember, with many people sharing their knowledge and their finds all over social media. But health officials say the risk of possibly deadly poisoning is really just too high right now. It's the last thing you want to do. You're trying to be healthy, maybe wanting to get something to impress your friends, bring it home for dinner. And we've seen stories like that happen. And so that's why we just wanted to bring this to your attention, something to avoid at this time.
Oh, definitely. As we're all trying to manage flu bugs and avoid the flu bugs and all the nasty other stuff out there. So everyone be safe out there. Coming up on the news at 5:30, President Trump and Governor Gavin Newsom agree on affordable housing. The bill meant to help keep homes in the hands of homeowners and away from big corporations.
Tracking patchy fog and some poor air quality over the weekend, and also a chance of showers in our extended forecast.
Welcome back. Okay, we know this does not happen often, but Governor Gavin Newsom and President Donald Trump appear to be in alignment.
Yeah, both leaders are criticizing big corporate investors for buying up homes and then renting them out, saying that contributes to the housing affordability crisis.
Okay, so ABC10 State Matters political reporter Jenny Huh is here now to explain what's being done on the state level about this. And I know, Jenny, thanks so very much for joining us. This one is kind of sticky. We've got people on both sides of this one. But Assemblymember Alex Lee reintroduced this bill this year after a version from the last session failed. So talk about what's different this time around.
What's different this time around is very much the mood of the governor and the legislature. And like you said, the unique fact that the president and the governor seem to be aligned on this. So there's still a lot of questions to be addressed. I mean, what defines a quote unquote big investor? And also, do they actually drive up the price of rent? So there are a lot of questions remaining. But again, there is that agreement that something needs to be done and quick. And so I want to know, I mean, even the president has posted on social media, quote, "I am immediately taking steps to ban large institutional investors from buying more single family homes, and I will be calling on Congress to codify it." And then you have the governor, echoing the same sentiment during his State of the State address. He said it's monopolistic behavior. And so again, you have this commitment by leaders at the state and the national level to do something about this. And this bill by the Assembly member is one mechanism to do that. So specifically, it will ban existing corporations that already have 1,000 or more single family homes from being able to purchase more for the purpose of renting them out.
Jenny, I think it says a lot that a lot of people on both sides of the aisle, including Governor Newsom and President Trump, are aligned on this issue, but apparently opposition in this is really loud and clear. So tell us what the other side is saying. This is quite remarkable.
There's always the other side to things, right? And so I was able to talk with someone from the California Apartment Association. They're against this bill, and they provided a little context. Basically, corporations and quote unquote big investors during the mid-2000s with that recession is actually when they started buying homes and started renting them out or redeveloping them. That was when you could go to places that had lower prices, but a growing population. And what opponents are saying is California, at least right now, is simply not that. California, as expensive as it is for everyone, it's expensive for investors and big corporations as well. So their argument is that it's not very timely. It's an irrelevant argument right now. Again, they're not really eyeing California is the position opposition is maintaining. And so again, the bill passed through the Assembly. It awaits to be heard by a Senate committee and then eventually the Senate floor. So it's going to be fascinating to track what happens with all of this and to hear more from the opposition as well.
But as we started off, the president and the governor agreeing on this one.
That says a lot.
Exactly.
It really does.
Let's see where it goes.
Right.
Okay, Jenny, thank you. Of course, it all comes as mortgage rates have fallen to their lowest level in more than 3 years, according to Freddie Mac. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate is 6.06%, the lowest since 2022. Just this month, President Trump called for a $200 billion purchase of mortgage bonds. There are also signs the so-called lock-in effect is now easing. For years, you may remember homeowners hesitated to sell and give up those low pandemic-era rates. But Realtor.com now reports more homeowners carry mortgage rates above 6% than below 3%.
A bill that could change your California license plate is making its way through the state legislature. Assembly Bill 1091 would allow 8 character specialty plates for a fee. That money would be used to support farmland, open space, fairs, and recreation. Supporters say the bill is meant to honor former Congressman Doug LaMalfa, who backed the idea as funding declined for rural programs. The bill passed the Assembly Transportation Committee unanimously and now heads to appropriations. We'll be right back.
Our free ABC10 Plus TV streaming app has so much to offer. Get your news live and on demand 24/7 so you can watch the news when you want. There's breaking news, extended forecast, and so much more. We have everything you need to get through your day and ready for the weekend. We've got you covered on money-saving tips, travel, entertainment, and sports. Download the free ABC10 Plus app on your smart TV and popular streaming devices like Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. ABC10. We stand for you 24/7.
Let's talk weather now as we take a live look at the Sierra. And there it just popped up to say hello. Downtown Sacramento, all that traffic out there. What a gorgeous evening. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods now to talk about this evening and what we can expect.
You wouldn't know that we had all that fog this morning, would you? By conditions now, right? Thankfully, the Thule fog hasn't come around this time.
Right. As far as it really sticking in the valley and just not scouring out there in the afternoon. Nice to kind of see that in the morning and then clearing out. Laura and I were just talking about our humidifiers that we have set up in our household because of the cold weather and just trying to get a jump on some of the flu viruses that are poking around. So a little higher humidity would certainly help. Fog, though, heading our way. What we're tracking first and foremost for our morning, it is going to limit visibility in some areas. It's not going to stick around all weekend long, though. In fact, we got a long weekend upon us, some clouds coming in, and also a pattern change that's going to be heading our way. Air quality right now still pretty stuck in that unhealthy to unhealthy for sensitive groups range up and down the valley. Now, we were a little bit slower to clear for Stockton and Modesto, so we've seen especially some poor air quality building in that area. Live look outside. We're past sunset here, and so it is dark out there with clear skies. Our temperatures are going to fall pretty quickly. We're still in the upper 50s to near 60 for the valley. Tahoe right now, 39 degrees. So our lows today started off in the 30s throughout the valley, teens for the Sierra. But once that sun poked out of the clouds, we warmed up nicely. Highs were in the low to mid 60s above that average high, which is normally about the mid 50s this time of year. Near 70 throughout the foothills. In fact, Placerville and Auburn both reached 70 degrees, near 50 up top for the Sierra. So our fog is back for the morning commute, but what you're going to notice is it really is not to extent here throughout the valley, and it clears by about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll give us ample sunshine for our Friday forecast. Just a little hint of a north wind is all we need to get some of that fog clearing throughout the region. It's going to be dry out there, and that's why I was talking about having those home humidifiers can certainly help to bring up the humidity levels, reduce some of the static electricity in the house as well. Our storm track is amplified to the north under that ridge of high pressure. Some clouds coming in for the weekend forecast, still dry. And as far as that chance for showers, it's really just to the north of us and then just kind of slides down the east side of the state. Perhaps a few snow flurries next week for the Sierra. It's a quick mover, not going to give us a total whopper of a storm here into next week. We're fairly dry, but then the Climate Prediction Center saying likely warmer conditions will persist, but perhaps likely wetter conditions returning for the middle and end of January for northern and central California. Highs for tomorrow near 50 for the Sierra, 60s to near 70 stay in the foothills. 60s along the coast. We're in the 50s as we start to head inland to right around 60 degrees. A cold start to the day, areas of fog, but then we see that sunshine and highs warming nicely. Pretty quiet weather pattern here all the way through the holiday weekend. Just check those ski passes. Make sure you don't have those blackout dates over this weekend because this is going to be one of them for some of the ski resorts that are going to say that you don't get to ski. You got to pay up front. Highs are going to cool a little bit next week. Chance of rain next Thursday.
Okay, Monica, thank you. Let's head to Folsom Lake now. A lost city of sorts has sunken bridges, airplanes, and remnants of a town.
Wow, with help from world-famous YouTuber Mark Rober, that underwater town was uncovered.
So check this out. He worked with Sacramento's Marine Enforcement Team to explore Folsom Lake for the latest episode on his channel called Uncovering America's Underwater City. Using a custom-built submarine and sonar technology, the team scanned the lake bed.
Because there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's, their little town of Mayad or Mormon Island, right, was down in there, which ended up getting moved, which probably had its own cemetery and the area that they were trying to locate underwater there. So there's all kinds of different things that are down there. You never know what's buried in our backyard.
Yeah, who knew? Very cool. While Rober had his own team of specialized rescue divers ready for emergencies, the Marine Detail Team, they stayed prepared just as a precaution. But all's well that ends well. Talk about some major history that we have here in our area. I can't wait to see what they discover next.
I love that. He said you got all type of stuff down there.
Yeah, he's like he was surprised too.
It's so cool when people do this type of stuff often that they're able to come right into our own backyard and find things that still surprise them.
We love it. Keep the surprises coming.
And you can find more of that story on our website, abc10.com. Okay, still to come, Mr. 305 is coming to the 530. Yeah, Pitbull just announced his North America tour, and he's bringing a very special guest. That's coming up after the break.
Coming up new tonight on the news at 6. Our very own John Bartell takes us to Seattle to visit a very interesting giant statue known as the Fremont Troll. Spooky. And from a pit stop to a pit bull, if you're looking to get on the floor and have the time of your life, get ready.
I see what you did there. You know what she's talking about, right? Pitbull just announced his North American tour, and it will be coming to this area.
Yes, mark your calendars. I'm Back tour is slated for spring and summer of this year and includes guests Lil Jon.
What?
Mr. Worldwide, yup, is coming, and he is known for hits like Timber and Fireball. If you've been to a wedding in the past 10 years, you have definitely heard his songs. For sure, we had Fireball at my wedding. The tour will stop at Wheatland's Toyota Amphitheater Saturday, June 6th. Pre-sale starts January 28th.
And it turns out, guess what, Laura? Today is his 45th birthday, huh?
Looking good, Mr. Worldwide.
So I know you said you did have it at your wedding, which I have to say, girl, that was a beautiful wedding, too.
Thank you.
Do you have a favorite Pitbull song?
Just probably that one. There we go. Because it gets everyone on the dance floor. You know it.
See, look.
I don't know the words
got
of
it.
I love music, but
You just like
that
something
one
with a good
gets
beat, right?
Everybody going, I think. I saw you dancing, too.
Oh, yeah, I always dance at weddings. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Don't forget you can watch us anytime, any day on your schedule. Just download the free ABC10 streaming app. You're watching us on it now, and we thank you for that.